welcome back to Blackthornprod. I'm Noah and wow, I've just reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is mind-blowing, that is crazy. Really, it's absolutely crazy. And like, I have screenshots of my channel when I just passed 100 subscribers, or I just reached 5,000. And so I remember making a Q&A video like this not even a year ago, you know, like for 1,000 and then 10,000 subscribers, and now I'm at 100,000. So it's amazing. I actually made a small game to celebrate reaching 100,000 subscribers, which you can play directly in your browser, and the link to that is in the description. I asked the Blackthornprod Discord community, you know, for if they had any questions about me, game dev, YouTube, whatever really, and yeah, there were a ton of questions, so I'm going to try and answer them right here. So first of all, when will the Dreadful Whispers get released? For those who don't know, Dreadful Whispers is a game I've been making for the past 5 months about overcoming fear. And so in March I said it would be done by April. In April I said it would be done by May, and now it's May and I'm quite sure that it won't be finished until June. However, I'll have a release trailer ready in the next 2 weeks with, you know, a crystal clear actual release date, obviously. So stay tuned for that. Why did you start YouTube? Partly because it sounded like a lot of fun, but mainly at the time it was to, you know, try and build an audience. Until I made about 7-8 games, very small games, but the only people that played them were family and friends, and I really wanted, you know, to improve as a developer, but also to get more recognition for my work. I wanted, more people to play my games. I wanted to, kind of build an audience, and YouTube sounded like a great way to do that. Do you have any tips on starting a YouTube channel? Yes, I have tons of tips, which is why I'm going to be making a whole video on that topic in the near future. So yeah, stay tuned for that. How do you stay motivated and not procrastinate? Now, of course, like everyone on this planet, there are days where I just feel like doing nothing at all, where I procrastinate like crazy on social media or whatever else. That's a normal part of being human. Everybody's gonna have days where you just don't feel very creative or very energized, or you just don't want to do anything. Happens to everyone, so don't beat yourself up because of that if it happens, you know, from time to time. However, I'm usually pretty motivated and energized, and that's, you know, in a big part because I love what I do. I love making games, I love making videos. It's so great. It's really a fulfilling work for sure. Having a YouTube channel and this amazing community is also a huge boost to my motivation, because if I don't do anything for a long stretch of time, then thousands of people are going to know. So it's definitely a big motivation boost to know that I need to create things, because, you know, people are expecting it, people rely on it. Okay, they rely on you, rely on my... There's that classic take a break rule where you just, if you really feel like you can't go on, you can't work, you just don't want to, just go off the computer for a few days. Every time I've done that, I've always come back feeling really refreshed, really motivated, and ready to create some cool stuff. However, there's some tasks that are just really boring, but that need to be done. I need to get these things done, like, you know, making UI for a game, or working on scene transitions, or making the art for lots of different platforms and stuff. These things, they're boring. I want to procrastinate when I need to get these things done, but what helps is just listening to music while doing these things, or listening to some motivational video that can really, you know, help. Would you like to work for some big studio like Blizzard or Nintendo? The short answer is no. I'm just very happy being completely independent and being able to work on projects that are personal to me and which I'm really passionate about. To be just an animator or programmer or the guy texturing trees in a huge company sounds very unfulfilling to me. I honestly enjoy almost everything about game dev, so giving up on, for example, art or design or storytelling would be a big loss. Even being the mighty game director of a giant company doesn't sound very appealing. I would miss the peace and creative freedom of being independent and not needing to justify to everyone why I want this secret here or my enemy to be fluffy and pink, or the huge stress of making sure everyone is on that same creative page. And of course there's the more superficial facts that I like being recognized for my work, and there's a weird pride I have in knowing that this game is mine, it's my creation and not the work of hundreds of other people. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So again, certainly not working in a big studio. I really see myself still being completely independent, being able to make things that I really want to make. So yeah, really kind of just as I am now in 5 years, but just upgraded. So be a better game developer, be a better YouTuber. I would also like to have traveled the world sometime in those 5 years and maybe even make a game while traveling the world, and a sort of vlog / devlog series on my channel where I talk about where I am and what I'm doing. You know, it's not like a crazy adventure, certainly just traveling, experiencing all these different countries, cultures. That would really be a project I would love to tackle in the next 5 years. And yeah, I also have my own studio in 5 years, somewhere I can go to just to work and create things. Because yeah, like working, sleeping, eating, just living in the same place all the time isn't the best for sure. So yeah, having an actual place where I can just, you know, focus on Blackthornprod, and then I can just go back home and switch off a bit and rest would be really great. What are your plans after the Dreadful Whispers? So this is more for the near future, more easy for me to predict and envision. So I certainly see myself, once I finish my first little commercial game, so the Dreadful Whispers, I would like to open up the Blackthornprod merch store. This is something I've had in the back of my mind for several weeks now. I've already drawn quite a few cool designs for t-shirts, and I would really like to just open up that merch store and yeah, see what you guys think of it. I would certainly like to wear more of my own merch and stuff. I would also like to start a new game project, a big 2D battle game between all of my favorite game dev, game creation YouTubers like Brackies, Mark Brown, Extra Credits, Danny, Sebastian Lag, all those cool people, bring them together in a single game and yeah, just make some, I don't know, some crazy combat game or something. Something I definitely want to do. I've got loads of ideas written down on paper, so I might tackle that after the Dreadful Whispers. And I would also like to make a third Udemy course with my brother, this one on how to make a sort of top-down, you know, isometric strategy game. Something like Into the Breach or Wargroove. I would show you how to do that step by step, from the art to the programming, all that cool stuff. So yeah, those are the 3 main projects I have in mind for after the Dreadful Whispers. To who do you look up to? Now there's so many people that have really inspired and helped me out on this game dev journey. Some ones that come to mind straight away are Edmund McMillan, of course, the creator of Super Meat Boy, The Binding of Isaac, The End is Nigh, an amazing artist and really great person. I've watched hundreds of his interviews and he's really inspired me for sure. Then there's Derek Yu, the creator of Spelunky, and Team Cherry, which are the game developers behind Hollow Knight. All these amazing game developers are just so inspiring. But there's also like YouTubers like Brackies and Mark Brown, for example, who really inspire me because they built their lives around their passion. And so yeah, I really respect people who follow their passion and don't give up despite the many obstacles, failures and setbacks that might come their way. And I'll stop with the questions there before this video gets way too long. I've missed loads of questions, I know, so consider heading over to the Blackthornprod Discord server and asking yours there if you have any, or even in the comments of this video, and I'll try my best to answer you. Also consider checking out these 2 videos. This one goes into detail about how I started game dev and my whole journey since then, from learning how to program to starting a YouTube channel. And this one showcases every single game I've ever made and what I learned by doing so. A few final words. Thank you all again for the incredible support. I started this YouTube journey 1 year and 9 months ago, and the response to my games and videos has always been so positive and encouraging. And again, if you're starting your own YouTube channel or trying to make a great game, it's going to be really tough at first, but if you don't give up, you're really going to get there in the end for sure. It took me like almost 5 months to reach my first 500 subscribers. It took me a whole year of so much struggle and frustration and confusion to finish my very first little game with my brother. So yeah guys, it takes work, but anything worth having is gonna be hard to get. So just keep it up. If I can do it, if anybody in this world can make cool things, then you can do too, for sure. Here's a last thank you to these awesome people who support me financially via Patreon. And with that said, I'll see you soon. Cheers.